crazy. So we'll have to see what goes on.
Just to throw TaeJa off his game. Hey,
Yeah.
hey, old man, you're not ready for this. But we'll find out what he's going for as we get into game number 1 on Thunderbird.
I believe this is the max packs. Or maybe it's not. I don't know how this works, actually. Normally, I think you build your first gate on the map, or in your base, and the second gate on the map.
I think that's usually how the max packs works.
I don't know.
Oh no, it's
Or
just
is the first pylon first
it's the
gate?
first pylon in the main, and then second pylon and gate outside.
Okay.
Your first gate is to
Well,
get
anyway,
that cell
something
in
is up
quick.
here.
And whatever it is.
This is not a normal probe. Okay.
Something is up. He's keeping that probe a secret
This
as
is a
well.
second gate for sure.
Not moving it in.
It's the only thing that makes sense. It's not like you're sending a really early scout to go in. There's nothing else you proxy this early either, so.
First gate in the main.
What? Oh, that's a scout. Okay, never mind.
Okay, there's the scouting probe.
That's how it looks normal.
Sure. Oh, interesting. Proxy Stargate? Proxy
No,
Robo?
No. It's too fast.
It does feel very fast for something like that.
Yeah, this has to be the second gate. This is not the max packs, though. This is just like a normal thing. I think proxy stalker.
Proxy Cybercore?
No. That would be a little weird.
I mean, we've seen other crazier stuff in this matchup before, but yeah, second gate on the way. There it is, proxy gate.
Gate cyber.
Okay. Pretty solid build from Patience. Might throw TaeJa off his step just a little
Yeah,
bit.
this makes sense too. Like I said, throwing TaeJa off his step is a good idea, especially if you're a Patience and you have all these strategies. Like he's, a man of many builds.
Oh yeah.
CC on the way, you kind of want to let this happen. You don't want him to not build the command center in the low ground. This is the whole point of the proxy gate.
Sure.
If for whatever reason TaeJa built it in the main, that would be really bad for him.
TaeJa gonna go ahead and scout over. Will he suspect anything?
I haven't seen the main base of the Protoss, but if there's 2 pylons in the main, he shouldn't expect too much. It's a little strange it's gate cyber. Okay, instant
Ooh,
cancel.
Wow.
That makes sense, I guess.
Yeah,
it's pulling the trigger a little early, but I think it's not a bad call.
And a barracks on the high ground. So without knowing what he's up against, he's already preparing really solidly against anything.
The problem is that if Patience just takes his Nexus now, he's not even in a bad spot, really. Like if forced cancel, the CC's not even on the way right now. So
Wow.
if the Nexus goes down, he's in a pretty good spot.
We see him chronoing out that
He's building a
second
lot of units.
adept.
And a Stargate, okay.
Stargate behind it. Stargate in the main base, though, hidden back in the back corner of the main base.
Yeah, you don't want to build it on the proxy. That would be a little weird. There's a Stargate and a gateway.
You double down on your proxy location. But the bunker's finished up. I mean, TaeJa's going to be fine. Although
TaeJa's going to be fine, but we're probably not going to see a huge commitment out of Patience. I think we see a Nexus come down very soon. Yeah, look at that. There's a probe there already.
Boom.
This makes the most sense, right? You're not, really forced into the pressure and by any means.
Sure.
Like, sure, you have a pylon and a gateway on the map, but your Nexus is faster than the CC.
So a good opening gambit by Patience and a good response by TaeJa.
Yeah, TaeJa pulling the trigger a little early, I think, but this is better than just dying.
We've seen him play that way a couple times, though, in his first series. Better safe than sorry several times.
Yeah.
We saw him make these decisions where he said, oh, he had a couple of options there, and he opted for the much safer one.
That was a really early chrono. He still hasn't started any unit. He lost like 5 seconds on that chrono for no reason. I don't know why. Could have just waited 5 seconds.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Starport
Unacceptable. Okay. If I was his coach, I would fire him right now.
We bring these players here, and they waste 5 seconds of their chrono.
5 seconds is a lot. You're joking, okay, but this is a lot.
I know. All right, so Tech Lab on the factory. Cyclone already on the way out.
Yeah, he's playing ultimate safety right here. I'm wondering if he swaps maybe a Raven. Doesn't make sense to go Banshee, but who knows with TaeJa. Raven makes the most sense. We'll probably see that next, and we'll probably see the CC land at some point soon.
Yeah, sure. Wow, I can't.
Oh,
man.
he started a Banshee. Okay, this makes no sense, but sure. We'll go with
Okay.
it.
That's
As soon
really
as he sees
interesting.
this, I have to imagine he just stops. Because, like, you build one Phoenix and you have an Oracle already. Especially because this Phoenix, or the Oracle should scout this.
Oh, man. Well, there's a lot of Marines here, so maybe the Oracle has
sees it
scouted
already,
it now.
right? Yeah, that's a scout. He scouted it already.
Might get picked off here, actually. It's going to be close. Oh, man. Good play there by Patience to save the Oracle. A scan reveals absolutely nothing, though, and TaeJa continuing with his Banshee and Cloak production.
Yeah, I wish the Observer saw it, but I'm like 90% sure that was a scout on the Stargate, or the Starport with the add-on being chrono, or doing something, so he should know it's Cloak Banshee already. Lots of Phoenixes. The Oracle will probably save its energy. This is going to get shut down really hard, I think.
Yeah, the Banshee might get picked off just coming out of the base. And he's starting a second Banshee behind this. Oh, the Banshee going over Cloak, not even finished yet. Oh, wow. Okay, so Patience is going to go ahead and go in here. Lifts up both of those Cyclones and tries to engage. There's a lot of Marines here from TaeJa,
This is
though.
a big mistake from Patience.
Yeah, wow. TaeJa gets that Banshee out on the map.
What, he lost like 1 Cyclone there and 2 workers? Also, the Oracle doesn't have much energy now. I don't know if he has the Revelate that he needs anymore.
Oh,
Did he really not just not scout Cloak or something?
It's possible he missed it. It was very close, but I definitely thought it was on the outside the vision range of that Oracle. But, I mean, he knows there's a Banshee now. He's seen it. And back home, he's adding on the Forge, adding on the Twilight Council.
He can't have seen it because he still hasn't reacted. This is scary. Like, there's no reason for this to be scary at all. There's nothing at home to deal with the Banshees right now.
No, he's added on the Forge, but that's a long time coming.
He's not going to build cannons either. He just doesn't know for some reason. Okay, now he's starting to roam a bit.
This is so strange. The Banshee almost all the way to the natural here of Patience.
Okay, shield batteries. Now that's a good call.
Yeah,
that's the perfect way to deal with this.
But the second Banshee should be behind this somewhere for TaeJa. And
he's going to get a couple at least.
Oh, yeah, definitely, before the shield battery finishes here.
He's going to get at least 3.
A nice revelation there. That's really good.
But still, this Banshee's actually getting out of here. Possibly. Actually, Revelate's a pretty long spell. Yeah, there's the Phoenix. The Banshee goes down. There's a second Banshee. Not worth. 3 workers is definitely not worth. There's another one. There's not much you can do, though, because there's shield batteries already. I don't like the Banshee call, really.
I thought it was an interesting choice there by TaeJa, certainly, to continue with the Banshees, especially after they got scouted. But he's only committing to 2, so he's got Barracks going back behind this, starting his stim, going into like a more traditional bio play, double engineering bay for the upgrades. I think he's in pretty good shape, honestly. But the Banshees are certainly a weird choice after seeing that Oracle, seeing the Phoenix, and still deciding to go with double cloaked Banshee and committing a lot into that tech.
TaeJa doesn't really have any plays, though. He kind of has to play in a passive game, and we see what happens when that happens. Like, he definitely can't move out with this push or anything like that. He's posturing like he wants to do something, but he really can't.
Right.
I think even Patience knows that. Is that 2-2? No, it's 1-1, right?
Oh, 1-1.
Yeah, so even the upgrades are not that great. He does have all of his upgrades coming, and he's taking his 3rd. The game isn't over by any means, but positionally, I think Patience is ahead. He has more options right now.
Yeah, I think I agree with your assessment there. Patience going to be behind on upgrades a little bit. His second Forge just coming down now.
Yep, but he can always catch up.
Yeah, he definitely can.
It's a special ability called Chrono Boost, which does allow you to come back if you're behind.
It's magical. TaeJa's economy not looking the worst, though. He's only about 7 workers behind with Mules. That's pretty even so far.
Pretty even, yeah.
A good scout there by Patience to see everything that he's up against, but no surprises, obviously. A lot of Barracks in the main. TaeJa being TaeJa.
What does TaeJa know about Patience is the question. I feel like we scanned one time. We didn't really see much. But there's not much to be scouted right now.
Yeah, there's not a lot to see, really. Patience is adding on all those gateways now, and the gateway number will be significant at some point soon. But since they haven't finished yet, I guess TaeJa he might not know the size of the army that he's walking up against, but there's no significant tech to see yet.
Yeah, that's a big gateway army. This is actually a kind of scary push, too.
Yeah, that Oracle, that Observer rather, getting picked off.
Come on.
Oh, so close.
Oh, he got it.
What a nice.
Like,
the auto turret killed it.
Yeah,
that's cute play.
That was like the last second. Oh, he might lose his Raven, though. Okay, no.
Those mineral fields in the middle are being so frustrating for TaeJa right now. He wants to be on both sides.
He scanned the 4th base as it was getting dropped down.
Wow.
He might have a small window where he can do something with that 4th base.
I like that TaeJa's mixed in some Widow Mines here. That's going to give his army a lot more unpredictability and going to force Patience, I think, to make another Observer, certainly.
Yeah, it also stops Zealots from getting on top of the bio.
Yeah.
But there aren't very many and there's no charge yet, so this army could actually win this fight, though. Yeah,
Marines are such a good unit.
Immediate 4th cancel.
Oh, you see a massive warp in, though, for TaeJa, adding on those Stalkers. 3 Zealots as well. A couple Cyclones here. Oh, good pick on that Raven, though. That was really nice.
Yeah, a bit of a mistake there. The Raven being left alone there.
Yeah, Dorito Cannon would have really turned the tide of this battle, but Fusion Core behind this, and TaeJa posturing to get into Liberators with range already.
Yeah, I like the call.
Yeah, oftentimes we see players who, 5 minutes from now, we say, oh, he should be building Liberators now, but he doesn't have the infrastructure for it. But TaeJa, as usual, playing a little bit ahead of the curve.
Yeah, this is going to be really hard for Patience to break down, especially if the army postures in a way of like a concave. Oh, don't go up the ramp, though. That would be crazy.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, he's being a little bit more aggressive than I'd like, but he is getting some units for it. I think if you just concave at the low ground and wait for him to come to you, you have a really good army engagement, but looks like we're backing up.
Yeah, I think that's probably a smart call by TaeJa. He's going to slow down the building of this 4th base. Nice pick there by Patience.
Yeah, he's just taking his 4th too, so he's like, you know what, you can have your 4th, but I want my 4th as well.
TaeJa adding on Ghosts also. Wow, he's going for everything, man.
Yeah, he's getting up his ultimate late game army right now.
Lib Ghost and stay on bio for a while.
The Widow Mine went off on the probe, I think.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, so he bought even more time. Oh god, is that a full Templar?
It is. Now, Storm's
to be
not
really
quite
careful.
finished yet. Yeah, that's a big, oh man.
Oh, without Storm though, this fight is totally different. I thought there was Storm.
Okay, so nice force fields on the high ground. Gonna force TaeJa back, but TaeJa, again, not overcommitting to this fight. He could have done, you know, the very noob thing and gone down that ramp and tried to engage into it where he would have had a chance to do well.
Oh no!
Triple mine drop, although it has been spotted by Patience. Mine's gonna get down. A couple probe kills will go down. That medevac needs to get out. Get out, boost, boost, boost! Or down, you know, whatever. That's cool.
I think he used his boost to get in, no?
Ah, it's possible, yeah. 2 Widow Mines still down in the natural there.
He's just buying a lot of time though. Like it looked like Patience wanted to go for an attack, but now he doesn't, so totally worth.
Liberator range, 3 Liberators at a time, 2 Ghosts at a time, 2-2 on the way. TaeJa's looking really strong here, I will say. I think the army's fairly well, evenly maxed. What's the word I'm looking for? They're even. They're not evenly anything, they're just even.
It looks like TaeJa's possibly threatening a counterattack.
Okay.
So the way he's set up, yeah, there it is. Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I was saying.
That's beautiful.
Looks like he was threatening a counterattack, which is what we see. Now he's probably going to attack the 4th base at the same time. If he can find that window and attack the 4th at the same time, he's doing so much damage already, really.
Wow, yeah.
As long as he doesn't just lose all these medevacs, which he might. There's a lot of Stalkers here.
He can just pick up and go straight to the main. The Blink Stalkers use their Blink, get on top of the medevacs. 1 medevac does go down. The bio completely surrounded here.
What?
Only 6 probes for 3 medevacs worth of units.
Yeah, I did trade out for some Stalkers, but that was not a good trade. And also, we didn't do anything with the 4th, which I thought that was the original point.
Yeah, I definitely thought TaeJa was going to do some dual-pronged harass and some pressure on both of those bases. Didn't make it happen. We now see his army supply dipping below Patience.
At the same time, I think his army is better long run than Patience's. So as we go on and our bio trades out for Protoss,
Sure.
we can replace it with Liberators, Ghosts, like really expensive and strong units.
Sure.
Is that a planetary coming up with
It
the 4th?
is, yeah.
Oh,
a huge storm going down on TaeJa's units. TaeJa losing so many bio units there, getting chased down by Patience down that ramp, and TaeJa now severely crippled compared to where he was just mere seconds ago.
Yeah, I mean, that's that's not how you want to fight a Protoss. To be fair, I don't know how many storms there are now. Is it 8 Templar?
I think it's
it's
like a lot.
8.
He's got 3 Archons, and yeah, I'm not sure how many Templars he's got on the map, but that should be plenty.
A little surprised that we're being so passive. Like Patience is giving room for a possible like counterattack again,
Adding
with,
on
like
that 5th base,
medevacs
yeah.
and stuff. Okay, this is good. Just don't get stormed to death, and you're good. Like posturing forward like this, and just doing what he's doing now, which is kind of like hiding back and forth. Really good. It's way better than letting the army just be on top of you.
Look at that. TaeJa has his ghosts in a different control group, so they
Perfect.
weren't part of that fight. He needs to get them into the fight and get some EMPs down. I think that's going to be the only
Look at all
chance
these
he has,
Liberators.
really, to get anything done, right? A couple Disruptors getting added on. A cute little...
Oh, he gets it.
Oh, very nicely done.
Really well shut down.
Yeah, good pick there by TaeJa.
I don't think this army can do anything with... It shouldn't be able to do anything. Every time I say this, though, I'm wrong, and the tanks just, like, die. It's like 9 tanks. I'm like, oh, he should be able to kill that, and he just kills it. I'm like, oh, okay, I guess I was just wrong. Yeah, it looks like you back up. You need to go into Tempest, but he's building Disruptors. He's not really transitioning as fast as I would like.
He's just adding on a ton more gateways as well.
Yeah, a ton of gateways for the amount of bases, in my opinion.
Yeah, well, he's on to 5 bases.
Transition seems really slow. Okay, here's our second Stargate. We need to go into Tempest much sooner, because the problem is if you let the Terran get up like infinite amount of Liberators, the only way you can stop this is a Tempest. There's a really big timing attack right now.
Right, yeah.
With Liberators.
That window for TaeJa of when he can safely attack is going to go way, way wider.
I mean, like, he can attack right now.
Yeah,
and what are you going to do?
Between now and what? I mean, how many Tempests does Patience need before he
He needs
can really fight this
enough
back?
to one-shot, which is like 6 or 7,
Oof.
I think.
Yeah, that's going to be a long, long time.
Yeah, a lot of cannons. That's kind of nice. The only thing is, yeah, okay, look, this is such a big problem. Like, how do you deal with this? Blink Stalkers is not the greatest answer.
He's got those Liberators
A little
way
bit
out
aggressive,
front.
though.
Yeah, but the Bio Army is going to catch up. A lot of storms wasted
He's
on Liberators.
storming Liberators.
That's so interesting. The Bio
This
Force
is like
right
one of the worst
behind
fights I think I've ever seen so
it.
far.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
All-
Patience.
how many Templars went down there? Look at these Liberators are set up so well. A lot of them are unsieged right now, though. Disruptor balls go forward.
Ooh, some good Disruptor shots. A lot of the Bio
Big
going
storms,
down
too.
there. But wow, Patience is taking a really good fight here. All 4 Immortals still alive on that north flank, and he's going to start picking off individual medevacs as TaeJa is forced to turn tail and run.
Yeah, a little bit of an overextension there, in my opinion, but I like the way he was going with it.
And TaeJa caught with his pants down there, trying to siege up some of his Liberators there, and just
Yeah,
wasn't able to get
he
him
was
down in
too
time.
aggressive with the libs. I think he needed to slow push a bit more. It was a little unnecessary because he was unsieged like 4 or 5 Liberators and got engaged at that moment. 1 EMP here on those Ghosts, or this Templar would be big. Okay, he does get it, but it's a little bit late.
fighting under the
planetary
umbrella of the planetary. The planetary is going to go down there. Mass repair not in time, and this
Hopefully
Protoss army continuing to push forward here. So many Immortals, 3 Disruptors still alive, and a lot of Stalkers to pick off those Liberators.
15 SCVs go down. Looks like the army will be traded, though. I don't know if this is good or bad for Patience. If the planetary didn't go down, I think this would be objectively good for TaeJa, but with the planetary gone and the supplies plummeting, I don't see how you could replenish an army big enough to deal with Patience anymore. Oh my god, that is so many Zealots.
Ooh, that's what we missed on the other side. He is getting extended thermal lance to
There's
start
like
mixing
4,000 minerals of Zealots.
He is getting extended thermal lance to start mixing Colossi into that, but I'm not sure if the game's going to go long enough to get up to that 2, 3, 4 Colossi number, even adding those Tempests now that you've been waiting on for so long, Jake.
It doesn't even matter, though. You get 28 Zealots. Ooh,
nice.
And he gets rid of the Widow Mines. Yeah, I feel like we're just about to see a huge Zealot attack, and the Terran is not going to be able to defend it.
And Zealots are a good unit. Plus 3 Zealots, doubly so. Dropping on top there, continuing to put pressure on all sides here. Complete surround on the 4th base there for TaeJa. We see the 4th base about to go down. The 3rd base also under aggression. We see, TaeJa's army's pulled away to that 3rd base, and now Patience is going to crash in. Already dislodging this 3rd base. The SCV's going away. The orbital command raised. 20 SCVs have gone down. There's simply not enough here. These Zealots already on top of a bio army that is stimming for its life.
Yeah, there's no real window here anymore. There's too many Zealots. We can warp it at any point here. Disruptors are in. There's no way you're going to stop this. Beautiful. Oh, beautiful
picks up the disruptor at the very last second there. Patience not getting the shot that he needed.
Where's
but
the prism, by the way?
Matters.
45 workers. I mean, even in some miracle way he defends this, the game is over. GG.
Yeah, defends the attack at the front, but with Warpins in his main, TaeJa really struggling, cracking a little bit under the pressure, and Patience showing us that he really is a top-tier player.
Yeah, there were points in that game where TaeJa was ahead. I think TaeJa could have won that game if he was playing it a bit differently. Like the medevac call was weird, right? The triple medevac drop.
Very strange.
Almost would have been better if it went in the main. And also, he didn't really capitalize on it. Usually when you capitalize on something like that by attacking somewhere else at the same time, you didn't do that.
Yeah.
And then the siege up on the Liberators was really wonky. Like he had 3 sieged, 5 unsieged or something like that, which is not, you need to slow push that a little bit better in general.
Yeah, man. TaeJa with some really, I don't want to say uncharacteristic mistakes, but it's not the TaeJa that we remember from 20 years ago.
Yeah, mechanically, macro-wise, he looked great.
Yeah,
he just needs to be a little bit more decisive and a little bit more. There needs to be more planning in the engagements, I think, and a little bit more planning with the encounters.
Well, hopefully he can bring it back here in game number 2. Going to be on King's Cove, which is TaeJa's map choice, so hopefully he's got something prepared for us this time to really show off his skills. So let's get into it. Game number 2.
Fight!
Right in the top left-hand corner of King's Cove LE.
Team Liquid, TaeJa.
Oh my
Roar of the crowd supporting Liquid TaeJa here. Free Cup Studio is filling up fast.
And in the bottom right, the enemy.
Team LP, Patience.
It's a lot of crowd roaring, but yeah. Clearly public enemy number 1 right now.
Yeah, I mean, we're not allowed to take sides as casters here, but the crowd has certainly decided who they want.
I take sides. I like TaeJa. It's hard to not take sides if you're a Starcraft fan.
It is, right? The game does such a good job of forcing us as fans to be emotionally invested in what's happening. It's one of the reasons that Starcraft is the reason that Starcraft is the best 1v1 competitive game out there these days, because you're so immediately invested. It gives you options of races to choose from, and that psychologically connects you. It gives you players to root for. Hashtag TaeJa win. Long live GSL. Couldn't have said it better myself.
All right, so nothing crazy so far, right? That SCV is a little bit interesting, I guess. Just going for the scout, I guess.
Yeah, quick Nexus there from Patience, which I think is the right call.
Last time he saw no Nexus, canceled the CC immediately. I'm wondering if he waits until this SCV confirms. Doesn't look like it. You just gotta throw it down.
Wow, that probe is being very perspicacious there, popping in. Getting its job done. That's
See, that's
nice.
a word I need to Google.
It means real good at something.
Oh, okay. I don't even know how to pronounce it, but sure.
Close
so,
enough.
Yeah, he sees the CC, sees the Cyber Core. Should see it at least. Yeah, nothing special.
It's so weird to look at these games that happen very naturally over the course of time. When we saw those solar games where we had no idea what was happening from the 2-minute mark, we were both going, "What the dickens is he up to this game?" And now, it's sort of nice to see a game that's just progressing very naturally. Going to get us to that mid-game in a position where we're able to really observe what the players are going to do.
I'm sure we'll be thrown off at some point in this game. By somebody. Most likely Patience.
Definitely most likely Patience.
Opening Stargate. Looks like we may see a mine drop.
Has Patience opened Stargate every game?
Oh, I hope this Reaper doesn't just die when we come back.
Oh, that would be a really
look at that.
big
What did I say? What did I say? You know how many games I've played in StarCraft 2 where this happens to me? Like, this was a robbery if I've ever seen one.
That's got to be really frustrating for TaeJa. Just got to play through the pain, unfortunately.
I knew that was going to happen. I played so many games where the spike happens, I come back and all my units are gone.
Just completely dead.
Like, I'll do like Ling Bane micro, and I'm like, okay, I'm microing really well. I come back, all my units are gone. I'm like, okay, well, that's fair.
Okay, so TaeJa's follow-up, he didn't scout whatever they're showing us. Oh, that's the Stargate. He didn't scout it there.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. He's probably going to play blindly safe against that just in case.
Sure. Well, he saw it last game, too.
It's also very likely. Stargate is a very natural decision.
Sure. Got the depots up, so the Adept is going to get out of there, barely. Oracle on the way from Patience here. So yeah, both players able to progress pretty normally. A 1-1-1 out of TaeJa in his main base. That starport about to finish up. Now, as TaeJa, what are you putting on top? Ooh, good pick there.
That's a nice pick off, yeah.
For some reason,
this is going to be a mind drop.
Okay. For some reason, 2 Adepts are like 10 times as scary as 1 Adept.
3 Adepts is actually the magic number.
Is that the most
magic
terrifying number?
That's because they one-shot Marines at that point.
Ah, sure.
2 Adepts is not as scary as 3 because 3 one-shots. 2, you still need to double-shot Marines.
Oh, this Oracle going straight into the path
No
of the
way.
Widowmine!
How does this happen? This is like the only thing you're supposed to look at. That's a huge mistake. You know what? It's totally fine now that we lost our Reaper. That's a huge, huge mistake.
Oh man, TaeJa's got to be real happy about that Widowmine hit.
Dude, actually, we didn't build a medevac. We just built a mine defensively. I like it actually.
Second Oracle going to try and get something done here. The Viking will catch it though, and another stroke of luck for TaeJa.
And
pushes away the Oracle and picks off the Adept.
Okay.
That is strike number 3 for Patience. I think he's not out yet, but he's getting darn close.
Yeah, so far so good. This has been a really strong opening.
Look at how cautious TaeJa's being behind this. The Raven to be safe, the Barracks to be safe. More bioreactors, not pushing into siege tanks or rushing up to something crazy. I like this play from TaeJa.
Patience building two shield batteries, no third base. I'm wondering, I think TaeJa can actually stop a third base for a really long time here.
Well, yeah, Patience definitely wanted to drop that third and is now forced to retreat. Oracle going to get in here and get something done.
Look at, he's faking that there's an Adept. Oh, that was so cute, but there's nothing here. This was a fake that there's a Widowmine there.
Ah, yeah.
He's like, oh, don't attack me there. I've got a Widowmine. But yeah, no Widowmine there.
So Widowmines, wow, both get picked up by the Phoenix. Nice control by Patience, and that's going to take a lot of oomph out of this army. A lot of the DPS gone.
Oh, yeah.
Just a couple of Marines left over. The Marines will try and pick off what they can, but there should be plenty.
Oh, you got the Oracle.
How did he get that Oracle?
Auto turret looks like.
Wow, that was crazy range on the auto turret.
Is there a mine at the third?
I don't see a mine at the third. You mean for Patience?
Yeah.
No, I don't see anything at the third there for TaeJa.
Okay. Seems like the trades have been kind of even.
Yeah.
4 workers for 6, 38 to 43. The game is pretty even. Third base still not on the way. I mean, there's nothing crazy. Were you getting a counterattack? Can we just relax, guys, and play a normal game?
Man.
Nobody's got any chill right now.
This is like the end of a Rocky movie when they're both just dead, but they're slugging desperately as blood streams down their faces. You gotta cut me, Mick.
There's no reason to be so aggressive right now.
Yeah, what is this? Back down.
Oh, he's not gonna get it, is he?
Trying to go for the Raven.
Oh, he does get it.
Oh, the Raven goes down at the cost of just 1 Phoenix.
If that second Phoenix went down, it would not be worth, but 1, I'd take that trade.
Man, so close. Blink going to be the follow-up for Patience. Patience is dropping his third base now, feeling more confident.
Yeah.
And the Forge. Wow.
So we're just like naturally progressing again.
This is so interesting.
This is a very interesting game from this
really
position.
Aggressive. Yeah.
Because both players have had pretty big trades, but it seems like after huge trades going in both players' favor that we're in an even spot right now. Which doesn't generally happen. Generally, when someone takes a huge edge, they keep it for the rest of the game.
Yeah. +1/+1 coming out for +1 coming out for TaeJa. Combat shield, stim on the way, all in good time, and a third base finally going down, but he's going to be significantly behind Patience, whose third base is about to finish up here.
Yeah, he wanted to build the third CC on site, but he saw the Blink Stalkers there, or at least the Stalkers.
This is a nice contain by Patience. Look at this, threatening with that Phoenix to get up into the main base. The Blink Stalkers right outside the third, so he's stopping that third from being built, and also keeping TaeJa at home with the threat of the Blink Stalkers going up into his main and cutting off his production or picking off his upgrades.
Yeah, the third CC not being built on location is kind of annoying, but it's being built. This is an interesting call if it doesn't get scouted. It's a great call.
If it doesn't get scouted, but womp, womp, womp.
He gets a Phoenix, though.
Okay.
This might opt the Stalkers to blink in the main, though.
Yep.
There's nothing here.
2 Marines are not enough to defend against this. We're going to see 1 reactor picked up. Now, there are 2 mines hidden right next to the factory here.
There's a bit of a base race down.
Oh, and TaeJa not flinching, just going for it. Going to bring some more mines
This is an amazing call, by the way. Oh, an instant recall, too. This is a really amazing call because if TaeJa goes back, all those losses are losses that are already there, but at least he has some chance to do something on the other side of the map.
And it gives Patience a lot of time to remuster his army here, get his forces all together, and defend against this attack. TaeJa scanning the third, sees nothing there, and goes up.
You know what that means, TaeJa? Don't go up here.
What are you doing, TaeJa? You know that that's where the army is. Beautiful force fields. You just got blunked on. Oh, Jiminy Christmas. And a full medevac goes down as well. TaeJa hurting.
And all these units are getting cleaned up. That was a really interesting decision. Like, he scanned the third where the army wasn't there. Where could it possibly be? It's at the Natter at your base, and it's not at your base.
Fools rush in where Patience fears to tread.
Oh, no. What?
Patience waiting for the blink to read. Okay.
No, he didn't see it. Patience didn't see it.
Man, that was close. But there's already a photon cannon there in the natural.
That's adorable, Creighton. That doesn't mean anything.
I mean, come on. It'll give him it'll buy him 2.5 seconds, right?
No. Maybe it'll kill a mine after the mine kills all your workers.
Yeah, see, come on. Okay, so wow, yeah. Interestingly, TaeJa still has more army supply than Patience, although a lot of it's in bio here, and
well, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
There's no storm and there's no zealots. Like this army is better.
Oh.
Like, wow, don't get it though.
Man, Patience is the king
of
unless
we're okay. We need to use our mines. If all of the mines just die, this is really bad. Okay, it looks like every single mine just dies.
Not even a burrow. TaeJa doesn't kill a single unit here. He's trying to drop it to the natural. Oh, Patience hasn't seen it either. His Patience has seen it. 4 probe kills, 5. Man, not quite enough for that mine kill. And look at that photon cannon chasing that medevac out of there.
If we had like 6 mines at home right now, we'd be in a great spot.
Yeah, he didn't even get those mines burrowed. They weren't even like trying to burrow when they got picked off.
This army's so weird. Okay, we're losing no medevacs now. I don't see how we can really stop this.
Yeah, man. Patience pops in, takes off that medevac with the aggressive blink, but there's still plenty of bio here from TaeJa, actually. Zealot number
all the zealots are
low.
gone, actually. If the zealots disappear, we can actually win this fight.
TaeJa's mixed in a lot of marauders here, so he does have a lot of health left on this army overall, but Patience still looking pretty scary with the War Prism there to reinforce. Going to try and poke in at this third base and see if he can find any joy in an attack here, but now there are more medevacs in the fight, and his bio army starting to look a little bit more sizable.
Right. This is a really hard fight to have, I think.
Ooh, that medevac is queued in a very dangerous way.
There's not too much to tank here, really. This fight should go in Patience's or TaeJa's favor. If it's not just like one-sided, I don't know.
Oh, man, medevac with double burst. That's such a pain, TaeJa. We saw that coming from a mile away, and he still wasn't able to adjust here.
TaeJa's been bleeding out units left and right.
Yeah, Patience putting a lot of pressure on the mineral.
I like this.
The boys
this is a good call.
The pickup here, the mines again marching forward. None of them have gone down yet. Some zealots attacking into the bio ball. The mines do get down. Mine shots go down on one zealot, but it's not enough.
Might actually clean this army up. It's hard to say. Stalkers are so bad by themselves. Not very many zealots. A lot of the SCVs went down, but it looks like this fight could go either way still.
Patience needs a reinforcing warp in here, and he's
a couple of mortals are going in. He just stopped the warp in for some reason. But he's going to lose a lot of his army here.
Oh, man. Marauders on top of Stalkers trying to blink back. Patience's micro really good here, but TaeJa just doesn't quite have
nice
enough.
Save on the zealots. This is such a close fight. If this CC burns down, that would be a tragedy.
That would be terrible. The Blimstalker is focusing down the medevacs here. He's going for the longer game, trying to pick off the more expensive units, but 20 SCVs have gone down.
The CC is like literally a couple shots away from the Stalkers killing it. 46 to 61 workers, but the trades, like there's no immortals. He's gonna lose another immortal on the map.
Oh no, another double. Oh, jeez, Patience, a nice pickup there into the warp. The immortal does stay alive. Another big warping now coming from Patience.
So intricate.
Both these players really dancing very well with each other.
Look at the supplies after that.
Man.
40 army to 27. He does save his third CC. That is the most important. If that went down, that would be the end. Lights out.
That was not the clumsy dance of the Westerosi. That was, in fact, the water dance. That was beautiful. Both players in sync with each other, taking and giving, showing us that their mastery of the micro unmatched.
Yeah. I'm
Storm
wondering.
Finally on the way.
Is that the Prism? The Prism flying over the army right now? Okay, no, it's an observer.
Oh, thank goodness.
My heart skipped a beat.
I was going to say, you can't give me a heart attack like that, Jake.
Yeah,
Prism isn't the natural. It is going to get cleaned up, I think, by just some of the reinforcing here. Just not quite enough. When you go bio, it's so tough for Protoss to poke in.
It's tougher.
With just a couple of zealots, yeah, because they always have a couple of Marines, Marauders that are going to be popping out and chasing it back here. Storm going to finish, as the fourth base does for Patience, and TaeJa did manage to save his third base there. It hasn't burned down yet.
Right. Storm is finishing up. There won't be much of a window here to do anything. I don't see it. But it looks like we're trying to posture to do it. We'll see.
Yeah, really, really interesting play here.
More Zealots being warped in.
TaeJa very boldly moving to the middle of the map here, I guess, trying to get some good shots off on the Widow Mines, but a good blink there by Patience.
That was a pretty good shot, though. I think he splashed a lot of the Zealots. Storm is finished. A lot of Storms. I don't know why we're stimming in. I guess we're going for it.
Staying and fighting on top of the Storms. The first two Storms not doing what they did for the other two. Oh, and beautiful. The run by Patience, forcing those SCVs out of that third base. TaeJa bleeding from all different sides right now, and Patience feeling strong enough to push forward, even though the army supply very close together.
Yeah. I mean, I don't mind the push. It's a little questionable if we don't have enough Storm, but we'll see. They've both been like trading fights and then just crossing the map.
Man, knock down and drag out, certainly. Another Forge getting out back home. Patience going to try and creep ahead in the upgrades game, but 2-2 about to finish for TaeJa.
2-2 is going to be big.
Yeah, and his bio-army, the size of his bio-army, and with the advancement that +2/+2 gives you, I think TaeJa's going to be in a really good spot. If he can muster
not building SCVs.
Whoa! Is TaeJa just giving up? He's pulling the boys. He's making his last stand. It's Little Bighorn. It's Custer. It's happening.
I don't like this.
Yeah, SCV's not in good position here. Oh, the poor SCV boys get massively stormed.
Okay.
Storm's going down on the bio as well. The Marauders stimming once again. These Archons in front taking so much damage, and TaeJa forced to GG out. Oh, Liquid TaeJa, a champion.
TaeJa's
not today.
Feeling that one. That was a questionable decision, I think.
Yeah, I felt like TaeJa was in a strong enough position where he could have fought back. But instead he pulled the boys and just went all in.
Yeah, he stopped building SCVs at certain points too, which was kind of a big mistake because you're just falling behind economically from that position.
And he was 20 workers behind there by the end of the game.
Right.
40 and 60 or so, give or take. So unfortunately, I think fan favorite and fingers crossed, all of us were hoping it would put on a better show.